Hello, everybody. I just wanted to come on and say thank you so very much for all the amazing support that I've been having over the last, well, 3 years that I've actually been writing my stories. Um, but this video here is about, thanking all you guys for all your support and everything that you do to support me in my adventures of, you know, being an author. And I'm so very grateful that I have all the amazing people that I've spoken to. And this video is basically about Paradise into Darkness. This was a story that I had written about 8 to 10 years ago, and very much heavily inspired by Aliens, the movie franchise. I'm a huge fan of the franchise. Love Aliens, love Prometheus. I love the ideas of God and creation and having a mix with that sort of stuff. So I wrote a book, and Paradise. It was originally conceived as a trilogy of books, and I intend on writing the trilogy of books, which is the first one being Into Darkness, second one being In the Shadow of God, and the third one being Paradise Lost. And that's it. I'm doing a whole bunch of other stuff, but anyway, it's available on Kindle Unlimited, and if you do end up reading the book, I would absolutely love if you could leave a review on Amazon or Goodreads. It means the world to me, and anything that you guys do is just absolutely grateful for. So I'll put together this little clip reading of me. It's not the greatest thing, but I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit of a sample of one of my favorite scenes that I had written in the book. So please listen, like, share, comment, and enjoy. Thank you very much.
From out of the mists leapt another hidden figure. It hissed and pounced at Cam as he ran for his life. His chest was heavy and crunching with pain. Cam was knocked off his feet and fell to the ground heavily. He grunted as the figure began to claw at him, just as the creature on top of Iris had been doing. "What the hell is going on?" Sean gasped in fright. "Fuck this for a cupcake!" Doyle turned and tried to run back up the way he had come, but was confronted by a shadow that lurked behind him. "Fuck!" He shone his torch on the shadow, lighting up its features. His eyes widened as he gazed upon a creature that was on all fours, a long sharp beak, 6 black eyes, and what looked to be a hood that hung over its crown from its back. The creature hissed and opened its mouth, revealing a long tongue that dropped to the floor and then curled back inside the beak again. Doyle turned and ran as fast as he could away from the creature. "Run!" he yelled as he saw another pathway in the wall. Doyle didn't hesitate. He just ran and never looked back. "Doyle!" Paulo yelled. "Doyle, you fucking coward!" Sean turned and faced the creature that Doyle had seen. He fired a shot and hit the creature in the chest. Blood splattered against the wall behind it. It shrieked, then pounced on Sean, its beak piercing his face shield, breaking the glass and carving out Sean's eye. He cried out in muffled pain as the creature was about to go in for another shot at the face. A bullet pierced the creature through the head and fell off of Sean as his blood began to pool inside of the helmet. "Oh God, please help!" He gurgled as blood ran into the back of his throat, deepening his vocals as if he were drowning. Paulo ran over to his side, then pivoted on one knee and shot rounds off the 2 other creatures, tearing into Iris and Cam. But it was too late for them. The creatures had torn into their flesh and began to cut into their stomachs and swallow what they could of their feast. Paulo gagged as he watched the 2 creatures on top of them leap into the air and ripped out both of Cam and Iris's innards. It rained blood for moments, and Paulo wished to never see such a thing again. He stood and lifted Sean onto his feet. Leave me, Sean choked. "I don't leave anyone behind. Please, just kill me. No. Polo gazed around the room and slowly began to move backwards, back up the way they had come. This was a bad fucking idea. He then ran his torch over the walls and saw a field of glistening eyes staring at him, slowly making their way down to the ground. Polo turned and looked behind him to check if it was clear, and thankfully there was nothing there. He then turned his gaze back to the lowering stars as they made their way into his light and disturbing the still mist above the river. How many of these fucking things are there? They all began to feast upon the corpse of the two scientists, and Polo couldn't help but feel responsible for their deaths. He was the leader of the group, and he couldn't prevent their deaths from happening. He knew that this would be a burden on his shoulders for the rest of his life, something he never wanted to live with. The creatures gazed up from their feast, and they slowly began to creep away towards Polo. Shit. He turned and ran as best he could, with the weight of Sean pulling him down. Come on, man! Polo yelled. Stay the fuck awake! Fear choked at the back of his throat. Polo knew he couldn't turn around and keep the creatures from him, not while he had Sean in his arms. His breath began to leave him quickly. His chest pounded and heart ached. The oxygen level on his mask lowered faster the more he tried to run. Then he felt his feet drop from beneath him. The ground met his face. Sean dropped like dead weight to the floor as his body was dragged away right beside Polo. He turned onto his back, his rifle up and ready, as he watched two of the creatures drag Sean away back into the darkness. No! Polo yelled as he fired rounds off at the creatures as they landed off him. His head as if his heart was running for it. The shots echoed loudly down the echoing caverns as the creatures screeched as the rounds penetrated their bodies. Come on, you fuckers! Gunshots lit the area around Polo. Bodies dropped and blood splurted through the walkway. Come on! Come and get some! Polo then gazed to his left and saw a tunnel. Without thinking, he rolled and began to slide backwards, deeper into the unknown. But before he could really take off, a claw grasped his ankle. It cracked from the sudden pull. Polo cried out in pain. You fuck! He shot at the creature. The bullet penetrated its head and the creature fell back and released its grip. For a moment, Polo closed his eyes and felt some relief to be sliding away from what had just happened. It all seemed to have gone by so quickly. Polo hadn't even had any time to register what was going on. Then he realized, once he came back to the nightmare reality, he was sliding backwards, no doubt deeper, into what now seemed to be hell.